I'll give you a brief background about the work that Jaipur Rugs Foundation does, given the very nice introduction given by Mohak. So, Jaipur Rugs Foundation was formed in 2004 with the whole objective of how can we provide dignity to the lives that weaves these beautiful rugs, and secondly, how can we preserve the craft and the craft form of rug weaving, because with the rising trend of machine made products, cheap product, readily available product, and the lack of industries to provide dignity to craft work, led to a decline in the weaving communities around the world, and especially in India. If I talk about, there were 25 million artisans at a given point of time, and if I talk about now, it's just 2 million artisans. So that's the decline that we are seeing in the craft sector. And the major reason is that we as industry, we as social community, we as consumer community have never thought that how can we come together and co-create that not only supports and sustains this craft form, but also enables them to live a dignified life if we co-create with them. It's just not a give and take relationship that has been developed over the period of time. So, with the idea of dignifying and preserving this craft, we created three verticals, what we call as engage, develop, and sustain. So, the idea here is to engage with the most marginalized communities and provide them sustainable livelihood opportunities at their doorsteps by unlocking their creative potential, and then develop them continuously throughout their transformation journey and sustain them as crafts, as families, as human beings in a socioeconomic development form. So this is in brief about the vision of Jaipur Rugs Foundation. And if I give you the outreach that we have currently is about 600 villages in 5 states of India, namely Rajasthan, UP, Bihar, Gujarat, and Jharkhand. And currently we are working directly with more than 40,000 women artisans. And our our purpose is that it's not only the socioeconomic transformation that happens through economic independence, but there has to be a 360-degree transformation in an individual's life, because we at Jaipur Rugs Foundation believes that we should not see the world from the lens of poverty. We should see the world from the lens of potential. And I think that's what we have made it very clear right from the inception, that everywhere we go, it's not the poverty that is limiting an individual to reach out to their full potential. It's their potential that have to be nurtured by us, creating an ecosystem for them to what I was saying was that we also provide them with access to healthcare, education, and government linkages. And I was giving you example that in craft space, mostly the best of craftsmen are celebrated till the time they are able to perform their skills. And after, once they are not able to do with the growing age, with their eyesight, they are being taken as a challenge within their own families. So what we did with partnering with government, and felt that how can we ensure their sustainable income even after they are retired, because while they were working for 30, 40, 50 years, they have been able to serve the customers best, but how after their retirement we can serve them. So we worked with the government for them to have access to pension schemes. And then now the biggest challenge what we are facing in this COVID time is the education of the children that have been super hampered. And when I see these newspapers in different states, that the people who are not able to earn well during this lockdown time, and still schools and colleges been even without giving the full, like the children are not able to go to school and colleges, and they are still having to pay to the fees. It's a big burden. तो हम लोगों ने ये सोचा कि कैसे इसको बैलेंस करें। तो अभी हम लोग जो एक बड़ा फोकस लाए हैं बच्चों की एजुकेशन पे, वो ये है कि हम लोग उनको ऑनलाइन एक्सेस कैसे दिलाएं, और एक्सेस के साथ साथ हम लोग कैसे उनको कुछ स्कॉलरशिप दिलाएं इस टाइम में जहाँ पे एडुकेशन के फीस एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है उन फैमिलीज के लिए। तो हम लोगों ने कुछ बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग पार्टनरशिप्स किए हैं, और आप सभी लोगों के इंटरेस्ट के लिए हु आर वर्किंग इन with the education space also, there is a very interesting platform called Buddy for Education, और ये इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे देर आर ऑल दी बडी फॉर स्टडी बेसिकली, सॉरी। सो बडी फॉर स्टडी पे बहुत सारी जो भी स्कॉलरशिप स्कीम्स है वो अवेलेबल है, एंड दिस इज वन एग्रीगेटेड प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर पीपल टू हैव एक्सेस टू different opportunities. So we are also working there now, and I think it'll be right for me to give you a perspective of post-COVID and pre-COVID situations in our communities. So, see, pre-COVID, the work was as usual. I say the status quo was happening. So, yes, we were able to do a lot of interesting projects, partnerships, everything. But I think post-COVID, we have become more agile, more conscious, and we have rethinked everything the way we used to do. Because मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हम लोग कई बार क्या है कि हम लोगों का ऐसा मानना है कि गुड इज द एनिमी ऑफ बेस्ट, और हम लोगों को लगता है कि हम बहुत बेहतरीन काम करते आ रहे हैं, और अचानक एक कोविड जैसी सिचुएशन वर्ल्ड में आती है और पूरा वर्ल्ड एकदम से रुक जाता है। बट इफ यू डोंट think from a point of view of what should be our approach in the times when it is not stable, it is not certain, तो हमारी कम्युनिटीज के लिए क्या एफर्ट्स होंगे, हमारे कम्युनिटीज के क्या स्टेप्स होंगे। तो शायद हम लोगों ने इस मॉडल को शुरू से ही ऐसा रखा था कि ये एक डोर स्टेप लाइवलीहुड अपॉर्चुनिटी है, कि महिलाओं को अपना घर छोड़ के काम के लिए बाहर ना जाना पड़े। और अभी आप सब लोगों ने देखा होगा कि सबसे ज्यादा जो एरिया अफेक्ट हुआ है वो हुआ है जो लाइवलीहुड, जो डेली वेज अर्नर्स थे, जो माइग्रेट करके मेट्रोपॉलिटिक्स में जाके आपका कंस्ट्रक्शन में और क्राफ्ट और ऐसी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में काम करते थे, और उन सबको वापिस से रिवर्स माइग्रेशन करना पड़ा है अपने गांव में, और उन गांव में उनके पास कोई अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं है। बट जयपुर रक्स फाउंडेशन के लिए ये एक अपॉर्चुनिटी की तरह साबित हुआ, द वे वी रीओरिएंटेड आवर ऑपरेशंस, कि जब हम लोगों का सारा काम घरों पे ही हो रहा है तो व्यूवर्स के लिए काम के लिए कोई भी चिंता नहीं थी। और शायद जो मैक्सिमम बीच का एक महीना जो था बिल्कुल जब मूवमेंट नहीं पॉसिबल था, बट उसके अलावा व्यूवर्स के पास रेगुलर काम रहा। और बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस विलेजेस में चूंकि बाहर से लोग इतने आते जाते नहीं थे, और जैसे ही हम लोगों को स्पेशली फेब्रवरी एंड या मिड फेब्रवरी में जब ये पता पड़ा कि ये एक बड़ा पेंडेमिक लेगा, तो हम लोगों ने सारे मूवमेंट विलेजेस में है वो बहुत ही ज्यादा रिस्ट्रिक्टेड करके बहुत ही मॉनिटर्ड मूवमेंट करते थे। तो एक सबसे बड़ी चीज जो ये हमको समझ में आई है कि प्री कोविड हम लोग बहुत सारी चीजों को करते थे बिना सोचे समझे, बट अब हम लोगों को एक बहुत ही, मतलब कहते हैं ना कि कैलकुलेटेड तरीके से काम करने से जो एक एजिलिटी मिली है, और उससे जो कम्युनिटी में एक अलग लेवल का प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ी है, एक अलग लेवल की अवेयरनेस बढ़ी है। और मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली मैं ये बोलूंगा कि पोस्ट कोविड वर्ल्ड एक 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 वेव ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस ड्राइव हो रही है, और शायद वो हम जैसे लीडर्स को बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है हमारी टीम के लिए उनको इस कॉन्शियसनेस के थ्रू काम करवाना, ताकि वो लोग अपने एक्शंस और अपने एक्शंस के रेपरकर्शन और उस रेपरकर्शन के बहुत पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट देख सके। सिंपल भाषा में मैं बात करूं तो हमारी देखने की क्षमता काफी बड़ी है इस टाइम में, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने बहुत रेट्रोस्पेक्ट किया, बहुत रिफ्लेक्शन किया कि ऐसी कौन सी चीजें हैं जो हम लोग करने के लिए करते हैं वो बहुत ज्यादा प्रोडक्टिव नहीं है और बहुत ज्यादा वैल्यू ऐड नहीं करती कम्युनिटी की लाइफ में, कस्टमर के लाइफ में। तो अगर हम उस फैट को ट्रिम करेंगे तो शायद हमारे जो ऑपरेशंस हैं, हमारे जो काम है, उस काम में एक बहुत ही ज्यादा इफेक्टिवनेस आएगी और एक बहुत ही ज्यादा सुपर रेजर अप्रोच आएगी उस काम में। और अभी फिलहाल कोविड के कारण एक चीज बहुत क्रिस्टल क्लियर हो गई है वर्ल्ड में कि हर वो चीज जो एक इंसान की लाइफ में बहुत ज्यादा रिलेवेंट है, चाहे वो प्रोडक्ट्स है, चाहे वो सर्विसेज हैं, चाहे वो हम लोग जो अपनी सर्विसेज देते हैं, वो अगर रेलेवेंट नहीं है तो वो आने वाले टाइम में नहीं चलेगी। ये कोविड ने एक बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा संकेत सबको दिया है। तो शायद हम लोगों ने हमारे सारी स्ट्रेटेजी को रेलेवेंट कर दिया है कि एक इंडिविजुअल के पोटेंशियल में हम कैसे इन्वेस्ट करें। पहले मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि जो हम लोगों का काम है वो लाइवलीहुड जनरेशन है, वो ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है, वो वुमेन ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है, वो रूरल डेवलपमेंट है। बट अब मुझे ये लगता है कि हम लोगों का जो काम है वो ह्यूमन पोटेंशियल है। So, oh, I'm sorry, I'll bring in more English as well. So, what earlier we used to think was like our work is to provide livelihoods, to create sustainable livelihood, job opportunities. Our job was to do rural transformation through women transformation and transformation of leadership. But now, post COVID, what we have realized is the fact that our job as Jaipur Rugs Foundation, our purpose of existence is to transform the human potential. And I think that has kept us going very well, and we are still able to do all our operations in all our states, and we are able to upgrade our partnerships in a more innovative way. And I would like to share one example, and I would request if somebody can just give me a cue of time, because I know there are two more speakers, so I'll just wrap in next 3 4 minutes, and I'll be open for questions all around. You can just put me in chat here. So another innovative thing that we have recently launched with a partnership with a entertainment company basically is how can we create innovation labs in these villages. So these innovation labs will be the fifth spaces, the ऐसी जगहें जहाँ पे रूरल इनोवेशन, सोशल इनोवेशन के ऊपर काम किया जाएगा, एंड those solutions from those innovative efforts would all be by the community. Our job is to connect them with the world of innovation in the villages and let the co-creation happen. So right now we have these women who would be graduating as designers, and they'll be working, learning, and getting inputs from the top designers and academicians of the world. And so these sessions were all planned in-person sessions like we used to have. But I think given this fact of COVID, we have gone all digital. So now these women are engaging with the experts from around the world through Zoom, the way we are doing now. And one more thing, I will share it in the group in the coming time. In on 10th of September, one of those women leaders from a very remote village in Rajasthan will be giving a keynote at one of the largest events happening in New York during New York Fashion Week, talking about design innovation. And there will be a complete virtual tour of that innovation lab that we have just developed during this pandemic time. And again, it's a testimony that it's not a problem driven world. It's the way we see the world. If there is a potential lens that we add to it, I think that creates a lot of excitement, energy, and vigor for us as organizations, as leaders, and non-profits to work together. So I think I'll take a rest here, and I'll let Mohak take over and let to hear other speakers as well. And such a pleasure. And again, once again, thank you so much for making me a part of this fraternity.